So this is attempt number 1, Hawkening car vlog. We're gonna go pick up Saul at the ferry right now. This guy behind me is such a cop. You gonna get me for my DIY mirrorless setup, ain't you? That's distracted driving. So this is probably as good a time as any to talk about why this video exists, why it exists right now, in this way, which is basically Saul and I have been talking for a while about rebooting the Hawkening in a format where he and I are sort of the main hosts because we're the two members who have the most passion for doing something like that. And we actually tried to reboot the show. We shot a first episode, or attempted to shoot a first episode of, the Hawkening season 2, and we didn't like it for like a million reasons. But for me personally, the most poignant thing was I could tell I was tense the entire time. I did a quick scrub, through the whole thing, body language, hearing bits of the audio. I was tense the whole time. There's a number of reasons for that. We did a sit-down kind of format. Saul and I don't sit down across a table from one another and ask each other questions about our experience. That's not what we do. We hang out. I pick them up from the ferry once every couple weeks, and we write and we work on shit and we chill. So this is our attempt at making it more sustainable, really, at using found time. These drives happen anyway. We knew we could bring value in a format like that, but we didn't have it dialed in yet. So we're just pulling up to the ferry now. We're gonna grab Saul. We're gonna see how this goes. Yo.
How's it going, man?
Good. How you been?
I've been good. Damn.
Strap in and strap on.
All right. Where's this guy going?
Oh yeah, the secondary butthole. Give her a checka.
Chicka.
Nice. Yeah, I was just talking to the vlog, I guess, about like why this exists and how it might be more sustainable and
Yeah. I just shot my first video last night.
Yeah, I was wondering what you did.
It turned out pretty good. Like I picked up some lights off Amazon and
Nice.
The lav and all that, and it actually turned out really nice looking. I spent a few hours the day before just kind of like lighting the room and adjusting things and measuring things out.
Yeah.
And I think I got a good image out of it. So
that's sick.
Yeah.
What kind of video? Like talking head at computer explaining stuff, or like playthrough?
Yeah, just single angle, just like
Nice.
kind of intro to YouTube channel kind of thing.
Sick. That's like a Saul Sitar channel.
Yeah.
That's tight. That's
So,
tight.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna be starting, and I was thinking I'll probably be doing a lot of our songs like on my channel, like kind of dissecting those in Guitar World.
Yeah.
And
okay,
then
that's perfect.
We could even like repost that on the band channel, or like kind of edit it slightly and like do variants.
Definitely, yeah.
In the last few months, I noticed I was just like conceptualizing things just in the shower, just like thinking of ideas and running through what I would talk about with them, and I'm just like, man, am I going schizophrenic? Probably not.
Right. Oh, I'm creative.
Yeah.
And I'm not doing anything with it.
I've got all this in my head that I should probably just put on a video.
That was me too, honestly. Like all of this like meaning behind like a single chord change in Never Bow that I'm like, I don't have any audience for, I'm like, I know there's gotta be people in the Hawkening audience who would give a versus just talking to myself in my head about it.
So I messaged about the festival thing.
Oh yes, honestly, I don't see us getting up and playing a lot of festivals this year without like, oh, we're already going to be in Ontario for a Canadian tour, which like we probably, I don't know if we're going to do all of Canada in the fall.
It would be nice to do one. I mean,
and I'd be happy to do it. Like, especially if we pace it slow, like. Make it like the 2016 Comfortable tour.
Oh yeah, that was a nice one.
That was nice.
And that was for a single song.
Yeah. We did a 4-week Canadian tour to release a single. We're the most extra
So this would be like, by the time that would happen, we'd have, like 8 songs out, or a good handful at least.
So that would actually make sense.
Mm-hmm.
We want to do West Coast US in August. if we possibly can, because we still have the visa. And then I'm curious. I've been thinking about how we could most economically do like just BC and Alberta, but have it be so lit, like have the lineup be nuts. Mm-hmm. And so actually, now that I'm thinking of it, if we did just Western Canada, that means we could get banger bands a lot more easily, because it's a lot better pitch to be like, yo, do you want to rip around the West for like a week, mm-hmm. versus do you want to haul your ass all the way out to Ontario with us? So then we could get, I know wants to do something.
Yeah. That would be nice to get them on board.
And like, I mean, if we could get or like some of that shit, and I'm like, you know, all of a sudden, if it's just a nice Western rip, that doesn't sound so unreasonable.
Mm-hmm. So charts coming in tomorrow morning?
Yes. Cool. I think so.
And I guess we're mainly just going to be jamming and maybe some...
I wanted to try to work on like a rough idea of what I would imagine leads being like in...
Oh, I loved that fusion thing you had going on.
Yeah, that was basically... I spent all my time trying to learn that on guitar. Like, I think the verses are going to be pretty bare. Because they're pretty tight and shit. It would be cool if you came in over top with like the really funky, almost back to that like 1975 picky thing, more Wolfpack.
Okay.
Like super like that kind of thing. Like
yeah, totally. So like tone back the melody in the verses, but like jaunt, but in a clean way.
Yeah, exactly. Clean Wolfpack Tesseract.
Yeah.
For the verses. ISO 1250, my favorite. Mike de Sevigny. Oh yeah, I meant to go to Crispy Falafel on my way home, but we can just go do that. Because I'm hungry. Yeah. I had cereal today, but it was bullshit cereal because I like put, you know, the base in and I looked for pecans. Out of pecans. Banana, no more bananas. Frozen blueberries, out of frozen blueberries. So I just ate like the base. Like I'm a bird. Joseph.